Have you ever wanted two completely separate things that you might have thought would go well together? Like some people like cheese and some people like popcorn. And then some crazy wackadoo person says, what about if we try them together? And you do it. And you don't love it, but it's okay. But you would much rather have just popcorn or just cheese. Yeah, me too. I've had that moment. Hello and lovely to see all your beautiful faces. My name is Gingy Dave, and today we'll be overanalyzing and quickly going over the movie Dogman. Specifically, over one particular part of this movie that I think might be the reason why you don't love it. There will be a mild amount of spoilers in this analysis, so if you want to watch Dogman before this video, I understand. I mean, I get it. I get it. So to summarize, Dogman is a movie about a dog's head unethically sewn onto a cop's body that was still alive during the initial operation. And I'm not even remotely joking about that premise. And honest to goodness, I absolutely love that idea. It's absurd. I went to the movies with the hopes of giving my son a movie experience, having no prior idea about what Dogman comics were and the lore, and found myself genuinely laughing out loud in the movie theater. And the reason why I was laughing out loud is because of the theme of this movie. I was not laughing out loud by the second half of it. Generally, the theme, or as I often call it, the big question of the story is generally fairly absurd in a comedy. An example of a theme in a non-comedic story would be, can even the smallest amount of good, of light, conquer the largest amount of evil, of darkness? That one being one of the major themes of Lord of the Rings. In a comedy, that question could be, where does a half-man, half-dog being belong in society? Which brings up comedic answers. And the first half of the movie delivers on that premise. We see Dogman fight the evils of a villain that is, of course, a persistent cat. Dogman's troubles include finding a home, or a doghouse, or the combination of the two in this economy. It includes Dogman being unable to control himself from watching monitors on a screen because his distractions include a duck squeaky toy and an eastern gray squirrel. But it's the dichotomy that is funny. A normal cop would not have the same problems as Dogman. Dogman's problems are unique to himself and enhance the absurdity of which is a dog head sewn haphazardly to a cop body. So as I'm laughing at the absurd and this unique idea, the second half of the movie starts. And it starts by introducing Little Petey, a clone/son of the previously mentioned evil cat villain. Suddenly and very quickly, the tone of the movie changes. In fact, I would say the entire theme of the movie changes. The movie question goes from, how does Dogman find a place for himself in a world not built for a dog/man, but turns the question to, how does an evil cat break generational trauma with this new and unexpected surrogate birth of his son? So the first question you should ask yourself is, can you make a comedy about the generational trauma and healing of an evil cat? And I think the answer is yes, as long as you don't take yourself too seriously. The theme in of itself is not the problem. It's the fact that the movie treats the new theme much more seriously, almost sacred, than its original question. The pacing switches, the amount of serious conversations about trauma increases tenfold all of a sudden. This movie isn't funny anymore. I think the issue that I have most with this movie as a whole is that its original theme wasn't fully finished out yet. A lot of questions that were posed about Dogman weren't given its full amount of time because someone got distracted by a whole new set of questions. I think the second half of the movie, which happens with the introduction of Lil Petey, should have been its own separate movie. It's as if the movie itself has an identity issue, like a dog's head unceremoniously sewn onto a cop's body. So is the movie bad? I would say no, but I think a lot of the reason that the movie is not bad is in spite of its changing its theme, not because of it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.